year passes, there are fewer and fewer World War II veterans left to share their stories, which is why tonight, KAMC and Warnke sat down with a local veteran, born and raised right here in Lubbock. She joins us now to share his story.
Victoria, I sat down with World War II veteran Claude B. Martin. He's 90 years old and has countless stories to tell. Stories of war, love, and growing up right here in the hub city during the Great Depression. Martin joined the Navy Seabees when World War II broke out after his first semester at Texas Tech University and returned back to Lubbock 3 years later, where he's lived ever since.
I'm this one on this end. I'm the only one left alive. They're all dead.
Which leaves 90-year-old Claude B. Martin Jr., a World War II veteran, to share their stories.
But they're all gone.
In 1943, Martin had just finished his first semester at Texas Tech University when he ran into a friend who was on the way to enlist in the military.
I just made a U-turn right there on Broadway and Avenue Q and followed him down to the Owens building. His old building's still there, by the way. And about 15 minutes later, I was in the Navy Seabees.
Within days, Martin was off to war.
We weren't scared. We knew that war was terrible, and it was really getting bad about that time. We didn't think about dying, man. Well, wasn't anything going to bother us.
By March of 1944, Martin found himself on a ship en route to Guam.
We just knew we were going, but we didn't know where.
He was a part of the 56th CB Battalion, a construction battalion in charge of paving highways and airstrips in Guam.
I worked mainly on power plants and radio stations.
And for the 3 years he was abroad, Martin recalls witnessing the violence and brutality of the war.
When we were there during the liberation of Guam, all the battle was going on, and it wasn't any fun. I mean, we didn't know what was going to happen. We all lived through it. Our bunch all lived through it.
And now, thanks to Martin, those stories will live on, which is why he says he prefers to focus on the good times rather than the bad.
The bad times, we just got through them and didn't worry about it. There wasn't anything we could do, but we had a job to do, and that's what we were doing.
Martin returned to Lubbock in December of 1945, where he married and had 2 daughters, Jan and Jody. He's now retired from the family construction business and spends his days painting, traveling, and sharing those stories. Victoria?
Great story. Thank you, Anna.